What's up? Thank you for tuning in again. So you want to know how you can make a shirt using items right out of your pantry? I got you. Parchment paper, some saran, smack myself in the face, some saran wrap, some regular copy paper, just some regular copy paper, and an iron. I'm gonna show you guys. Now, I don't recommend that you say I'm starting a clothing line going about making shirts this way, or even offering to make a ton of them for people, but they are great for one-offs, parties, for yourself. The washability is actually pretty good. So I'm gonna show you that right now. And then if you end up making one yourself, please tag me in that video. I would love to see what you came up with and how it's working for you. So here we go. All right, so for this exercise, for this tutorial, we're gonna use none other than Cat Williams. His facial expression for me said it all. He's more surprised than I am, or than anybody else right now, that this process actually works. So for those who have never seen this process before, you're probably wondering, like, what in the world is he doing? Now, this process has been around for a very long time. I've been doing it since I was a teenager, and not until recently when I saw somebody do it again, I was like, oh my God, we used to do that back in the days. And prior to this, hey Cat, prior to this, we used to run to like a Kmart or a Payless and buy the iron-on, like it wasn't vinyl, but the iron-on stickers or whatever it was, right? So anyways, let's get back to this. We want to cut out all the extra white that we don't need around here. And let me start with this corner right here. But I'm gonna speed it up for the sake of time and cut everything out, and bam, the magic of editing. So yeah, cut everything out that you don't need, and let's move on to the next process, which is going to be laying down our plastic saran wrap paper. Make sure that when you pull this paper out, that you're getting enough that you can cover that entire printout with. Front, back, folded, all that good stuff. Make sure you're pulling out enough to be able to cover the entire image. But have patience, my dear friends. Have patience, because plastic saran wrap paper tends to stick. It takes a second or two to pull it apart and lay it out flat the way you want it to be. And now that I've got my plastic saran paper ready to go, we're gonna put that image in there. Remember, I was telling you, make sure that you pull out enough plastic saran wrap paper to be able to cover this entire image, folding it over, right, as you can see here. But again, for the purpose of saving us some time, I'm going to speed it up a little bit. Again, so cover that entire image, fold everything over, have that entire image covered in this plastic saran wrap paper. Again, I know you're probably thinking, if you've never seen this method, this is impossible. Saran wrap paper and copy paper, how is this even gonna stick? That's probably what you're thinking if you've never done or seen this process. Now we're gonna move on to the parchment paper. You don't need a long sheet of it. You can cut it off, I mean, just enough to cover the image, a little bit of that shirt, because you're gonna be ironing over it for, a few minutes. So cut your parchment paper down, get your parchment paper out and ready. Now, what I should have done on this next process is, if you're gonna do it on the kitchen table, mine has ridges in it, I should have laid maybe a piece of cardboard down or a towel under it. But anyways, you'll see why in just a second here. Get your image, line it up, 4 fingers from the collar, make sure it's centered, get your parchment paper again over the top, just as if you had a heat press and you were doing this, right? Super, super easy. Now, from here, get that magic iron. Any house iron will work. I keep mine on cotton. It's a cotton shirt, and I don't have any temperature setting to make it go hotter than it already is. So I'm gonna do this process right here, probably for about 3 or 4 minutes, to be honest with you, maybe 5. But you'll then see that it does stick. Let me speed it up a little bit here for you so we can get this thing going faster, and voila. All right, so there you have it. Pressing a shirt at home without a heat press, just using some stuff that's in your pantry. Saran wrap, parchment paper, copy paper, an iron. That's not hard, right? Now, what I don't recommend, I do not recommend, don't do it. Don't tell anybody that you have a t-shirt printing business and you're at home pressing shirts with an iron and some saran wrap paper. It's good for a wash or so. It's not gonna last that long, but for like a one-off, going to a party or something, I think it's cool then. But don't have nobody come up and walk and feel your shirt, because I feel like I'm walking around with. Don't do that. Look, even Cat is confused. Like, it sounds hella hard, but again, it's good for a one-off. It's not gonna fall off on you. It just see that noise, right? But look, again, they're cool for a one-off, and it's cool to just have some fun sometimes. But don't you dare tell anybody that you can press shirts from home, because this is I'm about to be hella honest with you. This is an ugly process. This don't even feel right, but it's in there. It's in there, right? It just doesn't feel right. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I had fun doing it. It gave me some memories. I saw someone recently post a video where they were doing this, but it took me back to when I was a teenager, and we used to do this all of the time when we couldn't afford to get shirts done, and you know, we would just we'd ransack our pantries at home, and this is how we made shirts. So this isn't a new process. This is pretty old. It's the poor man's way of making a shirt. Is it fun? Yeah, it's cool, but please, for the love of God, don't tell anybody you got a clothing brand, and don't sell this to anybody. With that being said, I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As usual, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see when I do silly things like this. Right, Cat? He like, hell nah. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Wait, before I let you go, there is something I do want to show you. So for those that like, oh, it doesn't press. It didn't press on there. Let me show you. So I'm gonna try to rip it off. I'm about to lose a shirt here. I don't want to, but I know someone's gonna say it just comes right off easily. There's not gonna be anything on the shirt. Okay, so look, let me show you this. All right, so look, if you rip it off, look, this is what the back looks like. Ruin a nice shirt. So it doesn't all come off. Look at that. So it's in there. You might get some of it to come off cool, but damn, I could have used this shirt. Now I gotta throw the shirt away. So that's what it looks like. Oh hell nah. On that note, I'm out.